Welcome to the Bellied Up podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Charlie Berens. I'm here with my good friend, my companion, my occasional lover, Miles, the You Betcha guy. And it's football season, Miles.
It is.
Green Bay Packers, baby. We got the Packers doing hot. We got the Brewers doing hot, man.
How do you do hot?
Oh, you do hot, baby. We don't even need to ascertain from preseason what's going on. We got Golden, our new wide receiver, first-round draft pick. See some of those catches, Miles? Unreal. And, Love's going to have a good year. I can feel it already. We got a running game. And the Lions, who were cranking in the NFC, well, their offensive coordinator went to, Chicago, their defensive to the Jets. I mean, how is it you become a great team and then you dismantle it, Money talks. But that's fine.
What happened to the Packers after they won the Super Bowl in like 2010 or whatever?
It's been a long, strange trip. It's been, I don't know, Miles. We've had a lot of ups and downs since then, okay? And it was 2011, technically 2010 season. But,
Okay, so here we go. This is the new segment I like to call Charlie Berens Packer Preview. What's going to happen this year? If you have a crystal ball in front of you, Charlie, how's the season going to go?
I'm going to tell you guys the same thing I said back in 2010.
Okay, all right.
2010, I was in Las Vegas when the Wisconsin Badgers were playing UNLV. I was having a good run at the casino after the game. I watched it from a fence because I couldn't afford a ticket. I had more money in my minivan gas tank than I did in my bank account, as was usual back in those days. But the money I did have, I pulled out, and which historically has never worked. But I put it on blackjack, and boom, won right away. I turned my $150 into $300, or $75 into $150. Is what I did. And so, I had the voice of my grandpa Bob in my head saying, walk. So I walked. And I walked
right into the sports book.
And then I had the voice of my grandma Sue. Well, maybe one more. And I put it all on the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
All $150.
$150. Now, I was drinking at the time. I forgot that was all the money I had, period. But I put it all on it, and I got a ticket, as was the way in the day. I didn't have a card, so I put the ticket in my pocket. And from there, I proceeded.
And you were wearing these jeans, which has a hole in the pocket. And what happened?
All I remember, dude, it was just it was pool party after that. One thing, I was going with my buddies. My buddies were rich back then, so I didn't even need money,
Yeah,
and
you're like, oh, Charlie's a good time. We know he's not going to pay for anything.
Yeah. I was good time Charlie back then. Yeah. And these guys were older than me. They were 27. They had jobs. They had disposable income,
And you were like the wild card friend.
We got bottle service.
They're like, if we don't bring Charlie, how are we going to get any stories out of the weekend?
Right.
We need him there doing dumb shit, like taking all of his money out of his bank account and put him on the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
It's exactly the kind of guy I was back then, And, anyways, the night went on as nights were in Vegas, and things left to one to another. And we were staying at the Wynn. I was staying on the floor in my friend's place, but he didn't give me a key, so I ended up sleeping in my car. But anyways, I was over at Caesars. Now that was a walk down the strip, and I was fed up and over all of Vegas at this point. If you've ever been in Las Vegas, awake at 2-3 a.m., you just want to be anywhere other than Las Vegas. So I was walking home because obviously I wasn't going to pay for a taxi cab, and I was just frustratedly cleaning out my pockets, and I didn't think anything of it. And then as the season went on, the Packers were winning, and then they lost. And then they lost to the Lions, so I was like, they got no shot at the Super Bowl. And I was calling my Uncle Denny because my Uncle Denny, I called him from Vegas when I put money on. I think I was going to save some of my money. That was the deal. But my Uncle Denny said, put 50 down for me. So I couldn't resist. So me and Uncle Denny through the season, we chit chat about that money that we had down on the Packers to win the Super Bowl. And we gave up after the Lions, and I kept thinking about that ticket. Maybe I should look for it. But after the Lions, I said I didn't need to. And then they got to the Super Bowl. And Uncle Denny called me after, and he said, we're rich. You know, that would have been a $3,000 payout. At the time, that would have increased my net worth by 3,000 times. And I tore up that minivan, man. I didn't find that ticket. And all I can ascertain is that it ended up in one of those garbage cans. I even called the casino. I said, can you go back and check your security cameras from this day? Actually, no, it might have been this day. And they said, sir, we can't do that. You got to have your ticket. I still think about that. But yeah, I would put all my money on the Packers to win the Super Bowl this year.
So that's the moral of the story?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take all the money you have in your bank account and go put it on the Packers to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Well, I'm not going to do it. That'd be really stupid. But, you know, if you don't have a lot, you don't have a lot to lose. Something to think about.
Now, just think that was in 2010, so that'd have been what, 14 years ago. If you would have put that all in the S&P 500, it would be $12,000 now.
Wow, that's some cash, man. That's some cash. It's a lot of pretzel rolling money, a lot of bikes to be fixed, a lot of brats to be flipped, a lot of lawns to be cut,
a lot of stripper poles to swing on.
Yeah, you know how much I made that day? $75.
Like, you would have done much better if you just became a stripper.
I know. I just remember. Do you ever wake up in a money panic? You know,
I used to.
Yeah. It's like,
dude, I was staring down the barrel of the IRS before I started doing all of this, because we had we would do marketing services for people in Fargo.
Yeah.
And I think I made $20,000 in 1 year. And when you make $20,000 and live in a place to live and have to pay rent and stuff, there's no money left over to pay taxes.
No.
So then I was stressing come tax season. I'm like, all that money's gone.
Yeah.
It's spent. So I had to just weasel my way, file an extension, figure it out. And I got it paid. But yeah, that was tough moment for me.
Yeah. The worst is getting, yeah, when you're just doing whatever for money, you know, because you can't just borrow money a lot of times. Like, you don't have friends, especially younger. You don't have friends who have money.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to ask my dad for money.
Don't do that.
You don't do that, you know? But yeah, it puts you in that panic.
If you're starting an independent contracting business, make sure you leave some money for taxes at the end of the year. It's like PSA.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
I know, but it's never fun to make a tax account, you know?
Oh, yeah. I was actually talking to a guy who, when he first became an accountant, he moonlighted as the TurboTax live advice guy. So like on TurboTax, you can call in. Like, if you have a question while you're filling out your own taxes, you can live chat with like a CPA on TurboTax. And he did that. And after the conversation, I was like, I don't think anyone should be doing their taxes on TurboTax. Like, not only do I probably didn't know what I was doing, he seemed to be like, yeah, they just like gave me a webcam and just told me start giving out advice. And he's like, I was brand new. I didn't know shit about taxes.
Oh my God, dude. That is the wildest thing too, that's what can happen there. Cause they have audit protection, you know, like if you get audited, they've got some insurance on that. You ever been audited, Miles?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like every year, I feel like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You get audited every year?
Probably not every year, but a lot of years.
Really? I didn't know that. I got audited once. I've
had to pay some money in because, you know, it's, you know, write off something you should have wrote off, but you just pay it back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I got audited once. I didn't make much money at all, like $30,000 that year. And I was...
your first thought is, This is a waste of your time.
I know.
You're trying to get $300
I'm
more
like,
out of me?
Dude,
what?
I'm broke. Like, let's say you win. Like, I'm going to need a payment plan, you know? And they got, I think, $800 back, and I got a payment plan. I was like,
all right, I can pay $8 a month for the next 10 years.
Yeah. How do we get on this? Are we still in the intro? Or are we just chit-chatting? Folks, we got a big episode coming for you today. We got some callers. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. So go Packers. And
put your money all on the green and gold.
Mm-hmm. But legally, I got to tell you, don't take my advice for anything.
This is fake advice.
Yeah, this was for funsies. Aiden, what's up, my guy? Here you want to date someone. And they might be.
I'm married.
No, it's the other way around. He knows someone that wants to get dated.
Oh, well, I screwed the pooch on that, Aiden. Well, belly up to the bar. I hear your younger sister wants to date your best friend. Yikes. Did they meet at the wedding?
Actually, yeah, that's where they kind of hit it off again, and then at my birthday as well. So.
On your birthday as
How
well?
How many times have they hit it off? And
were you the last to know they're dating?
Yeah. What kind of hitting off are we talking about?
Yeah.
Conversation wise, they keep it polite.
I got some news for you right now, Aiden. You only know the tip of the iceberg.
Didn't know where you're going with that.
So
so
where are you going with that?
So your best friend and your sister hit it off at your wedding, and then again at your birthday, and now you're staring down the barrel of, is my buddy going to date my sister?
Yeah, but also, he's also has his eyes on my best friend's wife's friend as well.
Oh,
so I was having a query on how can I tell him, because he's a great guy. Like, how can I tell him he's allowed to date my sister while also not like inconveniencing him by making him feel he can't pursue this other gal that he's looking at,
Okay, so you actually would be okay with him dating your sister?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's the stereotypical 6'5" finance. He's 6'4", but yeah.
So, all right, here's a question for you. Why did you feel the need to lie about his height?
Well, it's a social media thing. I don't have social media. It's just stuff.
Oh yeah, 6'5", blue eyes. Yeah.
Blue eyes, finance.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, he's like, I'm a fish out of water here. I tried it, didn't work.
Yeah, I caught on. I sounded familiar.
Yeah,
but did you tell your buddy, okay, you can go for my sister, but you can't be like, trying to get.
Yeah, because everyone's a good guy, Charlie, until they start dating your sister.
Yeah, I think it's wild.
And okay, so what is the conversations you've had with your sister about him?
Oh, she's all giggly about it, and her eyes are going everywhere, and she's definitely interested in him. She's had a couple boyfriends, and I've never seen her talk like that about them, like she does for my best friend. So.
Oh no!
And how long has he been your best friend?
Oh, I mean, we were pouring dirt on each other's heads and diapers, so a long time.
Oh, so
is it your younger sister?
Yeah, my younger sister.
So she's had a crush on him her whole life.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
And tell us about your wife's.
He's just realizing that.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they've been hitting it off since diapers is what it sounds like. So
what's the age gap?
I think it's only a few years. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about your wife's in-laws, friends, whatever that was again. That gal.
Oh yeah. So my other best friend's wife, It's her best friend. He's brought it up in conversation only a few times, like you kind of nudging him, like, hey, have your wife introduce me to this gal, because she seems pretty nice. But other than talking to my sister, he hasn't said much about her either. So I don't know where the interest is on his end.
Yeah. So I get, yeah. And you're wondering what you should say to your buddy to give him the okay that he can date your sister, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Charlie,
typical Midwest fashion.
You have younger sisters. How would you?
I'm thinking about
this?
it right now, Miles, because I've had a friend.
Well, I was just saying, like, hypothetical here. Obviously, I am happily married, but let's say I'm your single friend, and I want to date one of your sisters.
Feldman matched with my sister on Tinder.
Tinder.
Yep.
So Feldman is Charlie's buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he in our one of our first videos?
Yeah, he was in the guys in a bar.
He looks like who again?
He looks like Paul Ryan.
He looks like Paul Ryan
with a big mole.
Oh.
Yeah, and a big mole.
Mm-hmm.
And he was an extra in our Guys in a Small Town Bar video we shot in Hudson, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Feldman.
Feldman's a great guy, and honestly, I'd take Feldman as a best or a brother-in-law too.
He was gonna say best man, and then it was like actually.
But it had changed the dynamic of the friendship because now you're playing with fire. Because, like, historically speaking, relationships don't work out, And now we're talking like, now you got your best friends. Now you're putting the friendship kind of on the line, a little bit. Because let's say it goes wrong. You're not going to choose your friend over your sister unless your sister really screwed the pooch. But, and it's sometimes they can end amicably. But I'd steer them honestly toward your wife's friend or whatever. But if it is going to go down the way of your sister, you just got to say, I don't want to hear anything about it ever.
Yeah. I mean, maybe do that. Paint him a picture, right?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, we get together. We're drinking in the garage, and we got locker room talk. We're throwing around funny jokes.
Locker room talk.
Locker room talk. Shooting the shit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I forgot you weren't good enough to play high school sports. So you've never been in a locker room.
Okay. While that is true,
it's just guys being dudes in the locker room, chatting it up, talking about the ladies in their life, and just be like, hey, do you really want to lose that part of our friendship? Because that's one of the best parts. Are you ready to lose that part of your friend?
Well, I mean, I guess the hesitation says that, but it's difficult because I want him to follow his heart. But now, since he saved my sister's life down in Nashville, so she kind of sees him as like a knight in shining armor now.
All right,
so,
really.
Yeah.
You're making this guy seem like he's Clark Kent, and like he's Superman here. What do you mean he saved her life?
Maybe it's like Superman's little brother. But,
how do you just bring that up right now?
Yeah, what did he do?
Well, I left it in the voicemail, but so
we don't get to hear the voicemail because we want to hear it all for the first time here on the Bellied Up podcast. That's Jared. Jared's the only one that gets to see that.
Oh, okay.
Jared sent the voicemail, both of us.
Also, he's not getting that frustrated with us. He's like, Jesus, fuck, guys. I already went over this.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point?
I mean, this is our show here, my man, You're a great guest, by the way. But yeah, let's hear the story. Come on.
All right. So she goes down to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep, we got
to see a concert with her friend. Yeah. So around, midnight, 1 a.m., her friend, who's no longer her friend anymore, decides she wants to go off with a guy. So she tells my sister, hey, I'm going to call you an Uber. I want to be alone. And my sister just kind of stands there like, okay. So the Uber doesn't come. She's sitting down in like downtown Nashville for an hour or two, you know, drunk people everywhere. Not a great place for a young lady to be. And, you know, she remembers the conversation she had with my best friend at my birthday, because he's going down to Nashville as well for a concert with his buddy. So basically, she calls him up, and he picks her up and drives her all the way home. And
huge question: Does your sister have a flip phone?
No.
So why couldn't she just call her own Uber?
Same question.
Oh, because I think her phone and her wallet and stuff, her friend had it. She didn't realize that. And that's why she couldn't like fly home or anything. So she had to get her wallet and stuff later back from her friend.
Yeah. So how did she call him?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess she had her phone.
She had her phone. Probably her wallet was with her friend and the credit card wasn't loaded on her phone. Been there.
That's a likely story, Charlie. But do you see where I'm going here?
Well, I see where you're going, but let's get the other facts.
Pretty convenient on some of these things here.
Yeah, so
they're both conveniently in Nashville. Conveniently, she's not with this mythical friend anymore. They're no longer friends. Convenient that she disappears. Convenient she has her phone, can't call her own Uber, but has to call this guy instead, Charlie. Do you see where I'm going with this?
There's a few too many coincidences here for us to say it's just coincidental. But, Miles, we don't know all the facts, so let's not pass judgment.
All I'm saying is if you have this conversation with your buddy, he might just be like, you know what, dude, I got to come clean. We've been dating for like 4 years. We just are nervous to tell you.
I wouldn't be upset hearing that. I mean, a little bit because he's been dating other guys in the past 4 years. But, you know.
That's why you haven't told him. Yeah, I don't think we should tell your brother yet, you know? All right.
So I'm so scared to tell my brother. You should just pretend to date some other girls for a while to throw him off the scent.
What if he actually was? You know, that was it.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's two twists. All right. So she's in the car with your buddy and?
Mm-hmm. And he basically sleeps the whole way home, and his buddy drives all the way back, which he thought they were going to take turns, but my buddy can be a heavy sleeper, so and that was that pretty much.
That's not saving a life, dude.
Again,
that's being an Uber.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is your sister and your friend drove all the way back from Nashville. He didn't drive once, and he told you that he slept all 14 hours home. Charlie, when was the last time you slept 14 hours straight?
I think when I was
a baby,
maybe.
Yeah.
That was her side of the story and his side of the story.
Well, yeah, they have 14 hours to figure it out.
Dude,
I'll have to ask my buddy's friend to see if that was actually what was going on.
If he even exists.
So, wait a second, man. He picked her up from a bar at bar time, and they drove through the night home.
No, she was on the streets of Nashville trying to, you know.
And he picked her up and drove all the way home. What about her stuff at the hotel?
You know, she didn't talk about that.
Can I also?
She got it from her friend later, I think is what she said.
Okay. Can I also just say the streets of Nashville? I'm assuming she was on Broadway, which is basically just a big bar. Like the whole street is a big bar.
No, there's drunk people everywhere. Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yeah, but it's in the times I've been there, and maybe it's different. Miles, we were just there. Did it seem like a dangerous place to be?
Not specifically.
We're guys, though.
Yeah, we're guys, so
It's
we
different.
can't really talk to that.
Thanks for rescuing
But
me
I think
there.
you're focusing on the fact that if that scenario was even true, and I just am having a hard time. It's just too many things are lining up here. I don't know.
What it sounds like is your buddy took your sister home from the bar.
He quite literally slept with your sister in the car.
Well, there's a little play on words. I see what you're doing
It's
there.
technicality here.
yeah.
It's technically true. You can't argue with that.
Technically true. There was some sleeping around in the car.
Well, look, I mean, Aiden, I think your sister is dating your friend, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I'd take him as a brother. That'd be awesome.
There
But
you go.
I'd also,
Why don't you just tell him that right there? Just come right from the heart.
yeah, I mean, I don't respect the fibbing, but I can see from their point of view why they might be. I don't know if they have these delusions of grandeur, like they're covering up a bank robbery. Like if they're dating, just come out with it. But yeah,
Also, Charlie, he's just finally considering the fact that they may have not told him the full truth.
oh, man.
Are you just considering that, or have that crossed your mind before?
No, that's never crossed my mind before.
I can't tell if he's screwing with us right now.
I feel a little bad if I did, burst his bubble a little there, but
People aren't always
No
completely
bubbles burst
honest.
this question.
What's that?
What'd you say, Charlie?
No, I just says people aren't always completely honest with the ones they love the most.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we get fearful of hurting each other.
yeah, I think after all, just say, hey, what's going on with you and my sister? I just want to let you know that if you did want to date her, it's totally cool, dude. Why don't you just say that to him?
Yeah, just tell them up front,
Why do I feel like you're scrolling through items on Craigslist?
Yeah, it
right
feels
now?
like he's on Facebook Marketplace looking for like a lawnmower.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. You can hear in the way he's laughing right now. That's exactly what he's doing. How many people?
He's like, yeah.
How many people do we just make bored on this goddamn thing? We're supposed to have an
you guys have just
audience
made a
that's
lot of
entertained
questions.
right now.
I have a lot of questions going through my head right now.
Yeah, I'm
No, I
sure
think we
you
struck a
do.
chord, dude. We burst this
Yeah, like, do I
bubble.
buy this mower or not?
Oh, frick you, Aiden.
Yeah.
Listen, your sister's dating your buddy, all right? And they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
So
dude,
God
whatever.
bless.
My eyes were glazing over a little bit when you were going over some details, so don't act like you are just so engaging either, Aiden.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that.
All right. Well, listen, if that mower don't work out, you call us back if you want to buy, sell, or trade it. All right, pal?
Alrighty.
All right.
Alrighty.
Sounds good. Get a bagger. Actually, don't. They're a waste of money. See ya, dude.
Bye.
How many times in your life do you say stuff and immediately go back on it?
A lot. Dude, a bagger sucks. Like my grandma just wanted to get a bagger yesterday, and she was like, should I get it? I was like, no, it's just, we just got to cut the grass more.
And you just should have said, what are you doing buying a bagger at your age?
Well,
you're
I mean-
basically buying me a bagger.
My aunt makes
You're
those jokes.
just buying a bagger that I got to split with all my siblings, It's like, that's the whole thing, But at least put my name in the will for it.
My aunt makes those jokes all the time, and my grandma will throw it back in her face. We should take you to a home. It's great. All right. Well, yeah, that dude's definitely dating his sister. Also saved her life by picking her up from the bar.
Dude,
Come on.
just a classic fib. Not like Illinois fib, like white lie fib by them. They organized the trip to Nashville together, went through all these hoops, and then, of course, he's going to distract from ever thinking that it was something else by saying that he saved my life.
Oh, yeah. I bet you that he found out accidentally that they were driven back from Nashville that they drove in the same car. I bet someone told him that they saw them or something, and then they're like, he saved my life.
Yeah.
And then they got to backtrack it. Well, I was at the bar.
Yeah.
I was with my friend.
Yeah, she was with her friend. I was at a concert.
Yeah.
And we knew we were going to be there because we would
saw
talk
together at your birthday party. And
you know,
he slept. Nothing happened.
I slept with
the
you in the front seat,
yes,
and I was in the back seat.
Yes,
and
no hand
signals were used the whole trip.
The whole trip.
Yep, it was one. The
blinker
shot.
Worked.
Yeah,
and
it was my first
pregnancy. We're pregnant. It was an immaculate conception.
So yeah, that was just crazy. Saved my life.
Yeah, saved my little Clark Kent, like Clark Kent's brother. Yeah.
Also, yeah, there's no way we're dating. I'm actually interested in your wife's sister's brother's-in-law's friend, actually. And I've been dating women for the last 4 years. That is not your sister. So, yeah, that was it. What a quinky dink, huh? What a quinky dink.
Is he messing with us? You have some callers that call and you're like, man, you're messing with me, dude.
I mean, he definitely checked out in the last third of that thing. He was definitely looking on his phone at like something.
No, yeah, he was probably looking at like her Instagram, wondering why she hasn't accepted his friend request yet.
She's still private to him.
Yeah. Looking at his too, also private. I wonder why he's putting all these dots together.
He was looking on Snap Map to see their locations. Like, weird. They sure get coffee at the same spot a lot. It's a lot of coincidences.
They live in the same apartment building.
Yeah,
how is that possible?
It says they're in the same apartment, but he must be on floor number 5 and she's on 3.
God bless you, Aiden.
Good luck. Should we take another caller, Charlie?
Let's do it.
Charlie, you know what? I love Labor Day. I think it's kind of the bridge between summer and fall. It's a bittersweet time, and with that emotion comes a lot of traveling, babies, and unfortunately, there can be a lot of accidents that can happen on Labor Day, especially when everyone's trying to go home from the lake.
Oh, I thought you were talking about giving labor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't participate in Labor Day. That's only my wife.
My sister was born on a Labor Day.
I mean,
isn't it wild?
I mean, what a shame your mom had to work on Labor Day.
Yeah, she did. She had to really put in the hours, man. A lot of pushing. But yeah, man, I mean, things can happen on Labor Day, and they're not always expected, and they're not always welcome, and sometimes they involve accidental injuries, right, Miles?
Mm-hmm.
And so what do we do in moments like that?
I say we give Nicolay Law a call.
Do you?
855-NICOLAY, or go to nicolaylaw.com.
855-NICOLAY. 855-NICOLAY.
Give them a call. They'll save the day.
855-NICOLAY. Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5, ladies and gents. Lineup.
That's it?
That's $5.
Okay.
$5 and you get 50. Seems pretty easy breezy, beautiful. Prize Picks, girl. A lineup, win or lose, you'll get $50 in lineups. Use the promo code Bellied Up.
One word, baby.
When you sign up today.
Right now, guys, Prize Picks is kicking off the season with their new It's Good to Be Right campaign. For week 1, they've dropped Dak Prescott's passing yards to just a half a yard.
Half a yard.
For Thursday Night Football, 1 completion, and you're cashing that pick. He's just got to do 1 yard is all he needs. So, guys, right now, new users, play your first $5 and get $50 in lineups, win or lose. Download Prize Picks today because it's good to be right, Charlie.
It is good to be right.
And I'm really excited this season. You and I, we're going to be sharing lineups back and forth, and we're going to be riding together.
That's not all we're going to be sharing, Miles.
That's right, baby.
Ride together, die together.
Lineups, we're going to be...
I won the arm wrestle. Boom. Prize Picks, baby. Check it out. Hey, maybe one day Miles and I will be on Prize Picks for the arm wrestling rematch.
Brad?
Really happy to talk to you guys.
Oh, you cut out there for a sec.
Thank God, Brad. We were afraid we lost you there.
I know. Is this better? I don't know. I got like one bar.
Okay. Well, don't move now.
Yeah.
I'm staying still.
Okay. Well, Brad, I heard you wanted to call in and talk a little white collar versus blue collar and all the things involved with that. What's on your mind?
Yeah. Well, mine was there. I mean, when you're down in blue collar, you know, and when you're up in white collar, I guess you know, but what happens when you're in the limbo there?
When you're between a blue and a white collar, you're going to Catholic school.
Yeah, born and raised. That was Catholic school for 12 years.
Brad, you sound a little bit robotic right now.
Is there anywhere you can go with better service, Brad?
Can you see a hill?
I'll keep walking around until you can hear me. How about that?
Well, right now we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I'm standing on top of a stump.
Good.
Okay.
Stay there.
Stump it is. All right. So repeat that again.
I mean, like when you're a blue collar worker, I think you know you're a blue collar worker, right? But when you're a white collar worker, do you know that you're a white collar worker? I mean, like I feel like the lines are pretty blurry there for a certain income level, you know?
Yeah. First question: are you a white collar worker or a blue collar worker?
That's actually a great question because I feel like I just left a blue collar job and tomorrow I start a white collar job.
Okay.
What's
perfect time for you guys to call?
What's a blue collar? What's the white collar in your opinion?
Blue collar, I was delivering beer, like a local beer.
Yep.
Out of a van or a box truck. Yeah. Steel toes and stuff. And then white collar, I'm a quality engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the engineer aspect kind of floats a little bit in the blue collar realm, but I think it's definitely a white collar job. Don't you think, Charles?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think
so. Wait, you're telling me you're one of the guys that made it out? Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Not every blue collar job is like this, but when I was working concrete, it'd always be like, oh, so and so finally made it out. They're working a job that they don't hate every single day.
That's literally the conversation I had with my coworkers once I left, like last Friday.
Yeah, it was like Matt Damon on Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. Sitting there smoking a cigarette in front of the car.
Your other blue collar workers are like, dude, I'm in 30 years, I'm going to be delivering the same goddamn beer. But if you're doing that, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed at you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically had that conversation with these guys. It was great.
So you're like the anointed one then. You're the brainiac of the group.
I know. I got to like go back to the shop in like 6 months and just like be like, what up?
Yeah, well, make sure you bring like beer, or donuts or something.
All right. Yeah.
So Charlie, what would you say
kind of ties into...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I was going to say, like the background here, I feel like I've been on the fringe. I've been working in an engineering department, but I've been the guy who's using all the tools and like saws and, you know, blowing up power supplies and stuff like that. That's kind of like where this topic came from.
So that's what you're doing now?
That's that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years.
Okay.
And then I delivered beer for like a year, right? And just to pay the bills. And now I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. was like
So, Charlie, what would you say, other than the color of the collar, what would you say is defining white collar versus blue collar job? Like, I feel like white collar job, if you get to the office and you stand around a water cooler and talk about how you didn't do anything that weekend, I feel like you work a white collar job.
Yeah, if you sit like this, I'll do Miller Lite. Blue collar
job, yeah, it's a fun game.
If I think
if you're worried about HR, you probably work a white collar job.
Yeah. If a printer is the bane of your existence,
white collar job.
Could go blue collar though, because there's
you gotta fix it.
Yeah. You're
actually that's a shared one. They white collar and blue collar both hate printers.
In the Venn diagram.
Yeah,
we put that right there.
Crossover.
Let's see here.
If your boss is an asshole, you work both blue collar and white collar job.
Yes. If you are
shared.
If you are only going to the Christmas party to win one of the door prizes, probably.
That's tough.
Probably a middle wrong. Probably right in the middle there. I don't think
if you're only going to the Christmas party because they got free beer,
blue collar.
If you're going to the
I was gonna say
Christmas party to get a promotion, white collar. I mean, there you go.
Because you say cheap white collar. Trying to win the door prizes.
Yeah, there's definitely cheap white collar, but there's also rich blue collar. The truth of it is these days, blue collar jobs make more than white collar jobs in a lot of instances, and so
yeah, I feel like here in where I'm in Oregon, like you're a plumber or a construction worker, like. Some people sit in that office easily.
Yeah, you're right. We heard half of that, but
we'll just agree.
We'll be agreeable with it.
Yeah. What are some other things, Charlie? Blue collar job versus white collar job.
I feel like
if you've ever pissed in a Gatorade bottle,
blue collar
job.
Although, that there are some white collar guys that are like, I gotta wait for this stock to drop or something, but they're not pissing. They're pissing in their Nalgene bottle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. They're Camelback.
Yeah. If you bike to work. But
what kind of bike are we talking?
Because if it's a Huffy from like mid 2000s, you just got too many DUIs.
Correct. Yes. Or if it's motorized, blue collar.
Yeah. Right.
If you wear a helmet biking to work, white collar. Yeah.
If your helmet is your construction helmet. Probably also white collar.
If you stay in hotels, white collar. If you live out of an hotel, blue collar.
Hotel, white collar. Motel, blue collar.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good
If you shower at the gym,
you could go.
Just let me finish this one. Yeah. White collar.
Then don't look at me and do the hand thing. Yeah, you looked like you want me to finish your goddamn sentence.
I know. And I wanted you to say...
White collar.
White collar. If you shower at the gym before work, white collar. If you shower at the truck stop before work, blue collar.
If you shower in your boss's shower at work, could go either way.
Yeah.
If you shower in the sink,
blue collar. Shop shower is what we call that, Charlie.
Yeah. A little hoe bath is what I've heard it called.
Hoe bath. I had to take a hoe bath on my route a couple times. Too sweaty out there lifting kegs.
Yeah.
That's a topic for now. That's another topic.
Now, what's interesting, go both ways. One is like if you're doing cocaine on a regular basis, could be both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a shared one. Yeah.
If you drink Busch Light blue collar. If you drink Mick Ultra, white collar.
Yeah. Unless the beer's free.
That's a telltale.
Yeah, then they don't care.
Yeah, free beer, that swings both ways. That's like that one fella at the side of the bar who is white collar.
Is there a
He's in
follow-up?
a white collar shirt.
The guy who swings both ways is
Oh,
usually
got it. Sorry.
He's usually white collar.
Sorry.
That joke was funnier than it got credit for.
Yeah.
If your lunch comes in a cooler,
Blue collar.
if your lunch comes in an Uber,
White collar.
White collar.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shoes too. I feel like shoes are a big indicator.
Oh
Like
yeah,
physical.
shoes.
If you wear leather shoes to work, could be both.
Could be both.
If you have steel in your leather shoes,
Blue collar.
if you have polish on your leather shoes, white collar.
If you have polish on your tennis shoes, blue collar.
Really?
Those are that's my Saturday night shoes, man.
There. You know what's funny? Forget that. If you polish your shoes whenever there's an escalator, blue collar. You ever done that? Put polish on your shoes and gone up an escalator
a little
and
brush on the side of the thing.
It works, dude. It works.
That's a blue collar move for sure.
Yeah. But it legit works. You just got to know how to rotate, and you want to like kind of, depending on the thing, you may, like you kind of want to find one that goes up and down right next to each other, because it's going to take a couple runs. Because if you don't have the right hip flexibility, you got to make a quick turn on the stairs, you know? And
you got to get the upper part of the shoes.
Yeah. And so you want to get a nice one where there's two.
A bunch of times. Every time I'm on one.
The airport is a good place. You go to, like, if your flight got delayed or whatever, and you got a little shoe polish with you.
That's Midwest cheap, dude. You won't just go to the shoe polish station. You instead just use the flat little escalator things.
Yeah. Yeah, because shoe polish.
You travel with shoe polish?
There was one time where I had shoe polish and I just did it, I remember, but I don't know why I had shoe polish, because I was going to a wedding and my shoes, you get some of those shoes that are like really old, but you're like, those were your uncle's shoes. They're actually really nice if you just polish them, and you hear that enough, but you never do it. And everyone's like, you wore those. And
So Charlie, I love this about you. You don't have kitchen utensils in your apartment, but you have shoe polish.
No, this was a long time ago, and I do have. I do shoe polish.
He's like, that's how Charlie's brain works. He's like, I gotta get some shoe polish. I gotta make these shoes look nice. But then you go over to his apartment. He's like, yeah, you're probably just gonna have to eat with your hands. I don't know where any of my forks are.
I'll tell you this much. I have utensils now.
Because if you hear the shoe polish story on its own, you're like, wow, Charlie's really got his life together. He's even polishing his dress shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Only time I did it. But I will also say the shoe polish came from like in the back hall closet, where you have like a bunch of different, like your WD-40, an old paint thing, something like that. That's where I got this shoe polish, I think. I don't know that I purchased it directly for it, because this was an out the door conversation. Like, I don't have shoe polish. There's some in the back hall. Okay. Take it, but I'm probably not going to do it.
So shoe polish makes it through TSA?
No, this was before TSA.
So like 2000?
No. It's just at the check-in, there's an up and a down. I think it was Milwaukee Airport.
Oh, you're saying before so then you had to discard your shoe polish? I thought you were saying like before TSA existed. That's what I said.
No. No. Just
So like
before you go through it.
August of 2001 is when this was, right before TSA existed.
Yeah. Is Brad still on the line? God dang. Sorry, Brad. We left you hanging. So what were we talking about, Brad?
Do you think we accurately diagnose what's blue collar versus white collar?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I've called in for a couple of things if you want to move on to another topic. That's fun.
I love it when our callers are sick of what we're talking about.
They all roast us. Yeah. You start to wonder, Miles, if we can't even entertain the people that called in, how are we supposed to entertain the masses?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not like that. I've been laughing this whole time.
Well, do you have anything you want buy, sell, or trade?
What else do you want to talk about?
Trade.
What else do you want to talk about, Brad?
I had one that was like, how far away do you need to be from the sports bar for it to be like a themed, like I was in a Packers themed bar out here in Oregon. I felt like it was far enough away. It didn't feel weird, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Obviously, right? Yeah, it's like obviously the bars in, around any sports team are themed, but like,
yeah, how far away do you got to be from the sports team for a sports themed bar to feel like a novelty or feel like a cool experience? Because if you go to a Packer themed bar in Green Bay, you're like, yeah, this is a dime a dozen here.
I think you got to be out of state.
Out of state?
Out of state. Yeah.
But then
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I was at one in San Francisco visiting family.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Boston for a while, and it was a Boston-themed sports bar. And it felt like I was downtown Boston. Everyone was pissed off, and, everything was dirty and old. So it was perfect.
Yeah, I want... that's so much fun when you have... It's almost like a consulate, Like you're at the Boston consulate in San Francisco.
Yeah, the U.S. Embassy.
The Red Sox embassy in San Francisco. They got flags outside, the whole deal, and when you're there, you can claim sanctuary.
Yeah, if you get into a yelling match with the person selling hot dogs on the street, you just got to get to the Red Sox embassy.
They'll
save you.
Yep, they'll protect you. It's sanctuary in the basement. And like Boston calls, like San Francisco gets like too like upset with the deal, and they call everybody home from the embassy. They're like, it's no longer safe there, They're no longer allowing you to say wicked on the streets.
Just turns into a negotiation.
Yeah. They're prejudiced against massholes in San Francisco. Yeah, a negotiation.
Do you have a favorite Packer bar that's out of state?
Oh my gosh!
And I know it's kind of putting you on the spot,
Yeah. I was just at one in Portland, Oregon. I was doing a show out there, and I think it's Jerry's. And you walk into that place, and you're like, "I'm right back in Milwaukee, man." And it's actually I think there's Bears and Packers stuff because the wife is a Bears fan, the husband is a Packer fan, and that's a good one. Charleston, they've got these Packer backers, and I forget the name of the bar in Charleston, but I know they got a good one down there. Central Florida. There are these Packer backers in all these different states, and sometimes I forget the bars, but I remember going there. There's one in Los Angeles called the Tattletale Room. They got a cheese head drilled to the side of it, and you're home. That's the nice thing. Does Fargo?
It's like the bat signal, right?
Pretty much, yeah. It's
you
a pack symbol.
Anything with a cheese, anything cheese is like a bat signal for Wisconsinites throughout the country.
Yeah, we know. We can sniff it out.
Fargo, I don't think has that. It's mostly just like Viking stuff hang on the walls. It's not like a specific Viking bar.
If Fargo could get a football team, what would they name it?
Well, we have North Dakota has the Bucks. So the Bismarck Bucks.
Same question.
Cody Paul used to play for them.
Oh, no.
He was known as the White Reggie Bush back on old YouTube in Pee Wee football. Do you remember that? He played for the Bismarck Bucks.
Is that
Cody Paul?
Is that like a
I don't know. I think there was like an arena team.
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
Milwaukee had the Mustangs
Yeah,
back then, back in the day.
could be the Chippers. You know, like the Clippers, but the Chippers.
I like that.
The Wood Chippers.
That's a great name.
That is a great name.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
And
The Fargo Chippers.
and you guys
That's great.
you guys all wear the sports spectacles,
Yep.
you know, like from the 90s.
Yep.
Just eye protection.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the uniform.
Yeah.
You got a guy with one arm, you know.
That's a
Yeah.
mascot.
Mascot. And every game he's missing a different limb, you know.
Yeah, and then the pregame ritual is we take a piece of wood with the other team's logo painted on it, and we put it through the wood chipper.
Oh yeah.
That'd be sick. You know, like
Yeah.
at homecoming games, they'll paint the homecoming week, they'll paint the other team's thing on their car, and then they'll take a sledgehammer and smash it.
Yeah.
That's our version of that.
Yeah, they just do it center court.
Yeah.
And then all the regs they wipe it up with are just like red, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood. Yeah.
It'd be great. I mean, we could have bought a sports franchise with how much the fucking diversion costs in Fargo, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, what's up with that
That's
diversion?
if your thing gets you worked up is the AI, mine's the Fargo diversion.
Diversion. You
Yeah.
guys have a power center going up in Fargo. Everyone was telling me
Yeah,
too.
we're not diving into that, Charlie.
That's
We got
just what I
Brad on the
heard.
line. I don't think.
Oh
Brad wants
shit,
to-
Brad's still on the line. Brad, how you doing?
Brad, are you still standing on the stump?
Yes, I am still standing on the.
Damn it, Brad. We left
right.
you up there, dude.
Charlie, we're gonna role play Brad during this whole call. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm gonna let you do this.
Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. So yeah. Out here. Yeah. Oh, that's the dumbest bit we've done in a long time.
That was a good bit.
That was that.
I wanted to see where you took it.
You were supposed to help me out a little bit, like we were having a conversation, but it's all right. That went about as good as our.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That
guys.
went
I finally
about
found a
as
good spot.
that went about as good as a normal guy and a robot walk into a bar bit we did. That's about how good that went, Charles. It's also-
I was waiting for you to. I was waiting.
Also,
I was waiting for you to do something.
also, I mean, the whole bit was that he was just standing on a stump the whole call. And I understand a visual gag is not great for a podcast.
You're a bit bombed and you're blaming on me.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it was a good bit. I thought. How's your sciatica? Brad, he's stretching his side ass right now, pushing the sciatica or the leg into the sciad.
Yeah, another blue collar indicator. Limbering up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stretching in random places.
Yeah, you gotta worry about throwing out your back. Blue collar. You gotta work about carpal tunnel and depression. Well, I guess depression's both.
Do you treat your depression with antidepressants?
Or beer. That's the difference between
More
white
hard
collar
work.
and blue collar.
Yeah. Well, this was a wonderful chit chat with you, Brad. Is there anything else on your mind?
That's pretty much it. I'm really happy that you guys took my call. Been listening to your podcast since the get go here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
We're thrilled to be
Love it.
talking to you.
All right.
All right. Well,
All right. You're free to go from the stump now, Brad. You can,
Awesome. I can dismount and you're gonna me.
that's a good bit. I got what he was doing right away.
oh, fuck off.
All right, Brad, you be good. All right.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye. Well, Miles, we did it here, man.
Yeah, we did.
Another episode of the Bellied Up podcast.
And guys, I'm being completely honest when I say that you got to get to the bar here in Wisconsin.
Kegel's in, baby.
Got to get to the Kegels in. It's actually a really cool bar. I know they do a lot of events.
West Allis, yes, they got some comedy. What night's your comedy night? Tuesday?
It's a winter activity, yeah.
Yeah.
They have way too many other fun stuff to do during the summer.
Sure do.
That they can't work in your comedy night.
And they got these nice big handmade steins behind me, so make sure you look it for them. And come look at the wall. Have a beer. Have an old fashioned.
If I was a local reporter for a news magazine that was only in Milwaukee, do you have one of those?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. Oh, like a lifestyle magazine?
If I was a writer,
Milwaukee Magazine.
If I was a writer for Milwaukee Magazine, I would do an article. It's like top underground places you need to know about.
Yeah. And you could say that you're getting a Berens old-fashioned brandy on tap.
Yeah, and then I would call Charlie for comment, and he wouldn't respond. So I'd have to say we contacted Charlie Berens about comment and didn't hear back from him.
Well, I was probably forgot, but Miles, it's just good that you got buddies who know you so well. But I will say, yeah, it's a beautiful bar.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, is that it, Jared? Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast. As always, tip your bartender, and we'll see you the next one.
I like how there's a monkey licking a Schlitz and a baby that looks like he's 45 years old right there.
Yeah.
It's
kind of what my kid looks like.
Yeah, it is. Take a picture, send that to Ann. That's so true. All right, we'll see you guys soon.
How'd they get a photo of my kid?
100 years ago.
Okay, hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye now. Toodaloo.